All right. We're in the new studio. How do you feel, Spencer?
Good. It feels like it's been a long time since we've done one of these.
At least a week. Maybe 2.
Week and a half, I think.
The last one was real shitty setup. We were bare bones. I mean, we still had the table, but barely.
Yeah.
This is weird without all the noise and the. I don't like it now.
Yeah, you do.
I don't feel. I don't know.
With a half-done room, the quality is still so much better.
I know it's not open. There's no echo. We have the lowered ceiling right here, which is nice. Like, think about what it'd be like once we get the soundproof curtains to wrap around and we finish the sound. If anybody goes on the old Instagram, I posted a picture of the half setup we have. Once we get the rest of the foam, the soundproofing foam on the wall and stuff, I think it's gonna be so quiet.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Well, it brings up a concern of mine.
Uh-oh.
If I'm gonna be honest with you and the listeners, is that because I don't know about you, but there's been many times that I've let out at least a chain of the small toots throughout an episode, you know.
Couple little squeakers.
Yeah, I'm a gassy fellow. It happens. But you never heard them because we had all the background noise. It just drowned it out. Yeah. I'm just worried now with all this quietness, they're gonna hear our toots.
Oh, they're gonna hear them. Oh, I could have just did that the whole time. I had my chair lowered and I was stretching up to my microphone. I felt like a clod. Also, we got a bathroom down here.
That's nice too,
dude. It is nice. I'm just going to tell you now. You don't need to tell nobody else about this, except for everybody, the 7 million listeners. Got some Turkish bath towels in there. Get your hands nice and... I got some cheap soap, though. Walmart had 2 kinds of soap.
You're lucky they had 2.
Soap. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Everybody's washing their hands, apparently. Something about coronavirus, I don't know. Yeah, we got air conditioner down here, which we have off for right now.
Well, that's not too bad now.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. Nice and cool, babies. Oh, man. What else we got going on? I still got a shitload of boxes and stuff down there. And put my books up, didn't build my bar, put the booze up, redo the walls. It's going to be a lot of work.
It's going to be years until you get unboxed.
Years. But on the plus side, we can record now.
Yes.
And it's nice. So, maybe we should get to the episode. Because
Maybe.
you're on a hard out today. That's rare.
Yeah.
Family business.
Family business.
Or just regular business. Spencer Bandit. Hey there, cool cats and kittens. It's Caleb Baskin, and you are listening to the Big Cat Writing Podcast. That's not right.
No.
What's happening?
That's the other podcast.
I'm living in a little bit of a rural area now, so I feel connected to nature.
You just have deers hanging out in your backyard all the time now.
Deers doesn't have an S.
Deers.
Deer?
Deers.
It's one of those words that somebody just decided did not need to be pluralized for some reason. Go figure. No, this is... What podcast is this? The Drunken Pen Writing Podcast. Holy shit, we're still doing this.
Yeah.
It's 5 years, 10 years?
11.
I think we might have been the first podcast to ever podcast in the 1930s, right? Back when we were old-timey radio announcers. By the way, if you folks don't know, me and Spencer, even though we look terrible, we are the undead. We are just like vampires, but not the sexy vampires.
It's that, whenever you follow the vampire lore of whenever you get turned, that's however you look, that's just how you look. You can be a big fat guy, you can still be super fast and strong, but just because you were fat when you got turned, you're always fat.
You're always going to be fat.
Or a kid or whatever, That's
the worst of being a kid for eternity. That sucks. But I am your host, Caleb James. With me, I did not give you a name, so you'll be, I already used that before. Spencer, the Mississippi Maple Mopper Church.
Oh.
Mopping up maple syrup, I guess. I don't know. It had words. Can't all be winners. We are in our new studio. If you listen to that brilliant cold open. I don't even know if that constitutes a cold open. It's just us talking about our lives. But that actually fits in today's episode. We're just going to talk about the future of DPW. And maybe do some brainstorming. Again, Spencer has a hard out today, so we're going to speed this up. I think since now we got some land to do some shenanigans on, we're going to have to start doing more videos.
Yes.
People enjoyed our table breaking video.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was very short. It was so hot out that the phone that I was recording on just shitted the bed. Like, it was just like, can't record anymore, too hot.
And you had a good phone.
Yeah, I have a fucking Galaxy 9, so it's pretty nice. Note 9. Yeah, that sucked though, because it's like we had the plan to do the Office Space scene, and we're gonna do some fun stuff, but it's just like, oh, gotta hurry up because the phone after 10 minutes is overheating in my pocket. And we were in the shade. You know what
what I'm upset that I didn't do, what I didn't think to do before, like whenever the stomping before breaking it in half accidentally, is giving it the old like couple stomps and then giving it the stone cold double middle finger.
Oh yeah,
go back to stomping it.
We'll keep that in mind if we
for
have
next time.
Yeah. I had one more of those chairs I found too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have a chance to destroy it in a great fashion like we did the table. So what else we got going on, Spencer? Well, like I said, we'll do some videos. Obviously, we're recording in this fancy podcast studio now. What else should we get up to? Probably should do some more writing. My writing has been dog shit for obvious reasons.
Yeah, you have a good excuse. As like me, I have none.
I've actually had creative ideas because I got stopped right in the middle of the story I was working on, and we talked about it a few episodes ago, I think, and I just was never able to get back to it because I've been nonstop moving, and packing, unpacking, building shit, fixing shit. It's like, oh, I don't like being an adult.
Yeah, adulting sucks.
Well, you know what? Let me just tell you how, moving from the ghetto, which I was living in, the last final act of that neighborhood just fucking me right in the old pooper.
Oh, I think when I saw this.
Put out all the final garbage, and there was a lot of it. And then once the garbage people picked it up, we were done.
It's over.
We were moved out, did not have to go back. I drove by in my work truck, and I saw somebody in my driveway parked backwards, and I thought they were, because I had like a plastic dresser thing out there, I thought they were just taking it, because people have been taking trash forever, because it's the ghetto. Drove back later, all my garbage bags were ripped open and just fucking all the shit, and it was just like the grossest stuff. It was like, gunk from the basement floor. It was just like literally the worst garbage. Not any kind of thing of value, no documents, nothing.
The things you had to clean so you wouldn't get in trouble for leaving it that way.
Exactly. And those fuckers just ripped it open and spread it everywhere, so the garbage people didn't pick it up. So I had to get contractor bags. Luckily, Big Lot sold them.
Yeah.
Those are those heavy duty bags. Picked those up, had to go and fucking spend an hour cleaning up all the fucking garbage again. And then we called somebody, Mindy found somebody on Facebook, and the guy only charged $20. Come fucking haul it all away. And then we were out. But I was like, oh, just like one last thing, because all I had to do was just have the garbage picked up and I was done. Didn't have to go back to that shithole ever again.
How hard was it to just not leave it?
How hard was it not just to burn the house down? That was difficult. Instead of doing all the fucking cleaning I did. Regardless, I'm out. Now I'm living the dream. And I got old white neighbors everywhere. And that is strange. Like, they introduce themselves and it's so quiet.
I wanted to ask you, right when you turn onto your street, on the right-hand side, there appears to just be a super long cement driveway that just goes off into the distance somewhere. Like, you don't see the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. There's a lot of that out here. There's a lot of mansions. I probably have like the smallest house on this block, maybe, because all the houses here are really nice.
I was gonna say, I'm upset that because on the way here you pass, like, it's not a log house, but it looks like a log house. Like, the outsiding of it looks like a log house, and it's like right on the corner on that bend. But like, that should have been the house that Caleb got.
Well, if I had an extra like $500,000, probably. Believe it or not, kind of expensive to buy houses anywhere that are decent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my house was reasonably priced for the area and the land that came with it, but everyone around me, like, any of the neighboring houses would be at least $250,000 to $300,000 starting, and that would be for the shittier ones, which are not shitty. Like, where I come from, now I'm thinking, like, the dump I just left, if they sold it, they'd probably sell it for, like, maybe $150,000. And that thing has got to be worth like 60 at tops.
Yeah.
It's like, it's ridiculous, the housing prices. I don't know if you looked at houses around here, but it's like the dumpiest neighborhoods or the fucking straight in the middle of the ghetto. And it's like, oh, I want $250,000 for this house. And that's why it's on the market for 10 years. But I was going back to the writing stuff. I was working on, I think I told you, I'm pretty sure we talked about it. There's a story about a guy who goes in a well on his dad's property. he wants to explore because there's like tunnels or something under it.
Wasn't it supposed to be like a treasure or something?
No, it was like it's like a horror story, but it was like found footage type of deal. And I'm right where things are going wonky. He's in the tunnels and like he goes and it's way longer than he thought. He's like, what the fuck's happening? And then on the way back, like he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go get some other people. I can't go through these long ass tunnels by myself. You know, something happens. He goes back and the entrance is just closed. There's nothing there. It's just a wall. And then he's underground and now I gotta figure out what to do. Like so I'm thinking, is it ghosts, demons, monsters? There's a lot of play. A lot of fun because it was supposed to be like old slave, like underground railroad tunnels. So maybe I want to incorporate something with that. There's a lot of fun stuff I could do with that.
You could even go and have it be more of a natural, like there's some kind of gas or something down there that's fucking like his like with his head a little bit, like
make him hallucinate or something.
Yeah, make him turn around or think things are there where they're not there, you know, or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be fun. But other than that, like hopefully now that things are calmed down, like I tried to take easier today, so maybe I get back to normal here.
Yeah.
By the beginning of the week, I'm hoping to maybe by this week I'll get back to the story and fucking finish it and post it on the website. But what about you, sir? What have you been working on? 'Cause I have not talked to you. Like, really talk to you in a while.
No, because you've been so busy and I don't want to, you know, you got a lot of shit you got to do. Yeah. So, unless if you need something, I try not to bug you too much. Writing, not really anything. I've got a lot of reading done. So, I've burned my way through, like, 2 decent-sized, like, comic book series that I wanted to, you know, check off for a while now. So, like, that's been good. So, like, I've been getting, like, that side of, you know, the creative, like, the intake of stuff.
See, my reading is also, like, when night comes, I just don't feel like doing it. You just want
to sleep, probably.
Yeah. And I've been reading a book, too. It fucking sucks, because I've just been ignoring it.
Moby Dick again?
No.
You don't want to be reading Moby Dick while you're moving?
I'm about to just listen to the fucking audio book on YouTube, like, the last half of it. I can't, it's terrible. It's in a box right now. In the bottom of the box.
And you were so excited for that.
It started off so good. Call me Ishmael. I was excited. I was like, oh, I want to know all about your adventures, Ishmael. And then halfway through, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your adventures, Ishmael. Actually, I do. But he don't want to talk about his adventures. He want to go and talk about them motherfucking whales so much. I don't care about the whales. Anyway, go on.
But I do have a story I want to work on, and it's if I'm worried about how I want to do this, or it turns out how I want to, it's gonna be one of my first, like, I want it to be like a longer, like actually have chapters.
Ooh, like a novella.
Kinda, like yeah.
20K.
Something like that, yeah. I want to, something that, like, if all said and done, I would like to be able to maybe you know, publish it as its own thing. Like, you know what I mean? Something more than just like a short story, but maybe not like a full
Now, are you going to go ahead and outline this?
That's the thing. Like, I have, like, because I started writing in the beginning, I got maybe like the first 500,000 words done, just like the
500,000.
No, oh. 500, like 500 or 1,000.
Oh, I was gonna say 500,000. Holy shit, that's more than a novella. That's fucking Lord of the Rings territory.
No. 500 to 1,000 words already done.
I didn't get any writing done, but I did knock out quick 500,000 words.
I wish.
Okay, Proust. All right, I see what you're doing there, Marcel.
And I have a pretty good idea on how I want it to end. But like all that swampy middle stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat that you are. Like, what happens next? I just know I want it to be like really weird and trippy and kind of like my take on like almost like an Alice in Wonderland kind of story. Also, I'm not gonna lie, because I've had this idea for a while now, even before I started like writing. I thought it was a kind of like a cool idea. And you know, I'm not gonna lie that recently finishing the hike
also helped with the weird
kind of inspired me a little bit. Like, oh, like this is kind of the thing that I was kind of thinking about.
That book inspired me to go into the swampy middle as like, this is where I need to really make this book stand out.
Well, that's where the
Instead of just making it like the transition, like, okay, this will progress to a plot and stuff, I want to be like, no, this is where you really get hooked and it's fucking crazy and weird.
That's where the fun should be.
Yeah.
That's where the excitement, that's what, the majority of the story is that swampy metal stuff.
To be fair, we normally don't write fiction long enough to have the big swampy middle. It's usually a compressed middle that it progresses the plot.
Exactly. That's why, I think that I am gonna at least do some slight outlining. I've also had an idea about, and I've talked about this before, but maybe breaking out the old sketchbook and start doing
some drawings.
Especially since I was talking about wanting it to be weird and kooky, maybe trying to make up some creatures or just kind of to help with the world building a little bit more, to wrap my head around that stuff.
Well, I've had an idea, and I want your opinion on this, because we both kind of fight with, well, obviously I'm going to be changing things up here, but with having the designated writing space and just kind of having a place where you're not, your phone, you don't care about your phone, you're not focused on shit, you're just focused on what you're working on. What if we turn a part of this nice podcast area, this other half, where my bar and stuff is going to be, what if we made it kind of a writing dungeon here?
Yeah.
Have a bulletin board on the wall where we could do, outline ideas. We could have setups, you come over, I'm going to get some fucking nice chairs here soon. We could chill. So I was going to have a big entertainment setup, and I was like, oh, fucking, I'm not going to watch TV down here. Yeah, and I'm not going to really...
And to be honest, how many friends you going to be having over?
Exactly.
Entertaining?
None. So, other than the bar setup, and we have parties and stuff, I ain't nobody going to be down here. So, I figured we could turn that, because I have the shitty desk over there and stuff even. I was going to get a nicer desk, but I kind of like writing over here.
Yeah.
But, I think that'd be kind of cool too. Cause
I definitely figured that's something you were gonna do. With the other, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, not only he's gonna have the podcast here, but that whole other half of the, that's just gonna be because we always talked about having a den or a
study.
A study, yes, a study.
That's my study.
Yeah,
so surround yourself with books. And, well, like I said, once I get this set up, though, we could do that and figure. You come over. Even if, we could record a podcast or something, you could do some writing and stuff. What the fuck else you got going on?
Especially now.
Yeah. Also, just taking you out of the fucking noisy, because your area is not nearly as noisy as my area was, but it's still, it's city life.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get plus you're by the fire station, so I'm sure that goes off once in a while.
No, they really don't do much.
I deliver there, and I don't ever see them doing anything either. But... I just think that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
And it might also help because, in real time, if we're, having trouble with something, one would be like, hey, Spencer, can you read this, or I'm having trouble with this? What do you think? You know what I mean?
Well, I think, too, that would set up a couple cool things. One, it would make us have more of a designated time period to do stuff. So if I know you're coming over, I'm like, oh, well, now I'm definitely going to get some writing done because that's what we're planning on doing is writing. And then that makes it almost more like a job.
Yeah.
Versus what our problem is, it's, kind of our hobby that we want to be a job. But when it's the hobby, it's like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You always want to do it. You procrastinate. But if I know you're coming over and we're going to, how we do the podcast, it's one thing. We're very consistent with the podcast because, oh, Spencer's coming over. That's just what we do. We record the podcast. If we get writing like that, I think that'd be a big score.
Well, I always hear a lot of I don't know how much they do it now, but I know especially in the 90s and early 2000s, all comic book artists, they would all throw in on a studio.
Yeah, you mentioned this at one time about and getting a loft.
Yeah, and then it also helps with this is I'm going here to do this. I can't fuck around because no, this wouldn't apply to us, but I'm paying money for this to go here.
I mean, you could pay me money if you want.
But yeah, it'd definitely give that more I'm almost a punching in kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that would just be very.
And also there might be a little healthy competition. Oh, Caleb thinks he's gonna write 2,000 words.
I'm gonna write 2,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna write 250. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, that's because we always wanted to have a writers group, but just where I lived before wasn't very plausible. Where you live, it just doesn't work out. Parking reasons and whatnot. It's just all the dumb extra shit. But now we know we have parking here. It's quiet here. Mindy could be upstairs with the dog stomping around, and it's not going to affect us down here. It's nice.
It doesn't seem like Nitro's gonna have much of an effect anyways if today's gonna be the norm.
Yeah, I should start posting pictures of him always under the podcast table. He loves sleeping down here. Every time I'm over here, he just sleeps down here, and I like it. Obviously, his dog crate that's over there is not going to be down here. I forget where Mindy said she wants to put that. Upstairs in the corner living room, I think, which is good because the air conditioner's up there.
Yeah.
Because that air conditioner down here works. It's just it's like older, and I have a hard time keeping it to stay off when I turn it off. So you have to unplug it out. That's kind of a pain in the ass.
Then we're gonna have to probably replace it, but
yeah, I don't really care. It doesn't really get too hot down here. I mean, even now it's not really warm. I mean, it's a little warm, but not too bad. Yeah, but I just think that would be a cool idea. Going back to your novella, I assume you know you said you're gonna self-publish. I assume that's gonna be under the DPW imprint.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I figured like because like I said, we keep on talking about the short story collection. So and like and now especially how things have made things a little bit harder to to finish. So like I'm hoping we're finishing the details and hopefully get that out. It seems like this year's gonna be a fucking no-go. But, when maybe by the time we get that one out, I'll try to have, like, this story ready also, too. So if anybody reads that and they're like, oh, I like his couple of short stories, I also have this fuller story that you can also check out or check out or check out soon, coming out soon.
Well, I would like to have my adventure story, like, have a collection of that by either the end of the year or the midway through next year, like next summer. I'm going to set up some nice stuff outside so I could do some outdoor, in my notebook, do some writing out there. I got to get like a bench and table and stuff. But
that's a nice thing, too, because you have like enough room out there, too.
Yeah.
Where you can really just take like a corner or an area and just inhabit that.
I got so many reading trees.
Oh, yeah, right? You literally just sit
underneath
the tree.
I remember the last time I read under a tree. I was going to do that today, but then it started raining. Of course. The one weekend where I don't have to do anything finally, and it fucking rains. And I spent yesterday, which was nice, 3 hours cutting half of the grass. I need to get a riding mower bad. Boy. That was fucking...
Or just get some goats.
I don't know if it's surprising or not, but we were talking because Mindy saw somebody was selling a goat online, and I was like, if we got a couple goats, we probably wouldn't have to mow as much.
Right?
We'd have to clean up goat shit, though, probably, because Nitro would roll in that. That'd be icky. Yeah, but I like that idea. You writing a novella, doing a DPW imprint, the short story collection comes out, we could do that, which I feel like I'm more motivated now that I actually have because it's hard to fucking be motivated when you're just constantly dealing with fucking drug addicts and shit around you. I mean, it motivates you to want to get out of there.
Yes.
But to actually put in, like, work is really hard, and everything's distracting. Every time I get some writing done, I hear fucking fighting outside, so of course I'm investigating. But here it's nice and quiet. I like it. I just gotta get all this fucking clutter out of here. I don't know what to do with comic boxes, so. But maybe I'll get a filing cabinet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why'd I ever get comics? Because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy comics.
You're welcome.
Stupid head. Stupid jerk head. Fucking, I don't know.
What about, the story that you're working on? You said you were just planning on using that for the
I was just going to post that. Yeah, I was going to post that on the website. I was just knocking out those are mainly just keep me from getting rusty here.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been doing too much writing. Like the adventure story I was even going to put on the website. What do you think about when you're writing your novella, posting like some chapters or excerpts on the site too?
No, definitely. Well, I figured too, if it's, because it might take a while to do that too, then maybe just, post it on the website, and whenever it gets closer to release time, just,
compile it and
take it off or whatever, just give them like a taste of it, or just because even some people like to just we've talked about it, just have the physical copy, so even if they read it online, if it's not too much, it, buy a hard copy.
So what are you thinking, like 2,000 or 3,000 word chapters?
Something like that. That, or I was thinking about, especially with like the like I said, like all the weird stuff going on. I think that could be a way to do that. Could be like breaking it up in like more smaller chapters, so it seems that they give it kind of more of a
faster flow.
Yeah, like a faster pace, kind of just like don't give you really kind of time to like process what this weird thing that just happened before the next weird thing happens, and so you're just kind of forced to kind of just go with it and experience it and hopefully try to figure it out at the end.
Sounds fun. Sounds like an adventure.
That's the theory, anyways.
That's the theory. Yeah,
that's that's the idea.
Things can change.
Let's see how it ends in the end.
Oh, I wish I could get back to writing. I want to, but I just energy and the motivation. Put it this way, Spencer. I haven't been able to really drink.
Oh yeah,
because I just I'm so tired. And I'm like, well, I like every once in a while I have one beer. I was like, I can't even have a couple beers because my muscles are so sore from doing all this shit. Like, my legs are cramping and stuff. I don't want to, make that worse.
Yeah.
Still good. I haven't been skipping the gym, though, which might be kind of stupid. I've been trying to go lighter, go easier, but I've been still going to the gym.
Have you, with hitting your personal best on deadlift, have you been trying to go lighter?
That's the only heavy lifting I did. Like, every other all of my other workouts have been pretty easy.
You know when I saw that, it took me a second to realize you had a mouthpiece in?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Has he lifted so hard that his, what's going on with his mouth?
Yeah. I actually bit through that mouthpiece, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my teeth came through it. And it's a fucking, a $30 mouthpiece. It's a good one. My teeth went through from doing that. That was kind of heavy. But other than that, I didn't go heavy. I've been trying to keep it.
And also, too, the stuff you've been doing, you don't want to be doing with a couple beers in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. Well, when I work out a lot, it's usually only a Friday or Saturday when don't have an exercise day.
No, but I mean just stuff all the stuff you have to been doing around. You don't want to be moving and putting stuff away.
No, and I don't want to be drunk while fucking changing outlets or playing with wiring or building walls or whatever the fuck I'm doing. Which this house is very well put together. There's not really any we're gonna update stuff, but as far as anything being fucked up, there's none that I found. The deck, I hammered some nails. That was the highlight of things that needed fixed.
Yeah.
But the house is obviously down here is very nice, so that makes me happy. And I don't have to change any outlets down here.
Yeah.
They're all nice 3-prong outlets. Ooh, that kind of... Can you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
That was my butt. That was the chair.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it won't do it again, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. You might get this blue chair. I like that chair. That chair, I think, was actually maybe more expensive.
Really?
That was my writing chair. I like it. It's comfortable. It's one of those ergonomic chairs.
Yeah, it's not bad.
This is a gaming chair. And it's all right, but when I sit in it, I don't understand. Because this gaming chair, I got it because it's supposed to be for fat guys who fucking sit it's the fat guy chair, too. I think I got the better one. And it's for people who are heavier who play games for 10 hours at a time. And it does, but I do like it because when I was down here editing the last podcast, I forgot this has the extender for the legs.
Yeah.
So I put it on and I was like, ooh, yeah, game changer. So that's kind of nice.
Usually, you don't really, you don't lean back into your chair a lot.
No.
You're kind of sitting upwards or straight.
Yeah.
Or to where, I think that chair is more made for you to be leaning back.
Got the headrest and stuff. I'm not a leaner.
Your spine's too strong.
Last bit of business. How do you feel about this folding table? I actually like it.
It's not bad. I mean, we've always talked about having I'd get in a nice table, but I mean, this is definitely good.
Well, the nice fancy wood $500 plus table was more about drilling holes in it so we could put microphones through it and actually, have all that shit. But as far as just having a $30 table, this is way better than the one we had, which was an antique wooden monstrosity.
That was held together with duct tape.
Yeah. Duct tape and Gorilla Glue and shitty nails. And I mean really shitty nails. They're all bent. And they weren't even the pointy end wasn't even. It was broken into a corner and bent into it. Oh, fucking. I didn't like that. I do just want to be done with all this shit, though. I don't feel like putting up more of those fucking tiles. It took 3 hours, over 3 hours to put those tiles up. I did not think that'd be such a project.
Well, at least like you said, now for when to finish it off, to
3 more hours and I'll be done. Well, I got a streamline. I actually bought proper scissors and I got some tools that make it a little faster. Stop to deal with Harbor Freight. I also got my woodworking tools recently. I think you saw those.
Yeah, I did see those.
I'll have to show you those. They're right there.
Yeah, your Japanese.
My Japanese woodworking tools. I figured that can fund the podcast. I start making tables and shit. sell them.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, Caleb's not going to get any writing done because he's going to lose thumbs and fingertips.
Woodworking all the time. I am mad that my fucking bookshelf got scratched up during the move.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just a bookshelf. But that thing, I think, was $250. Minnie bought it for me. That's what she said it was. I'll build one.
Yeah, make your own now.
Out of wood.
Yeah.
Out of maple or oak or...
whatever tree you got in the backyard.
Got a lot of trees back there. Maybe fucking kill one of them ugly pine trees. I don't like the pine trees. They're sappy. All right. Yeah, we're pushing your limit here. So,
no really much of something but substance, but
yeah,
just keeping you guys in the loop. You know, didn't want to go too long without having an actual episode.
Yeah, just figured you. Also, you know, I did want to announce I'm gonna start. Because for a while there, I was doing like storycast episodes or poetry readings or just like small, like, 10, 15-minute episodes just by myself, like readings and stuff from our site. And just due to fucking being busy or mainly just not wanting to do it, I stopped doing those. But I'm going to start doing those again and post those on Friday. So we'll have at least 2 episodes a week.
Cool.
Shorter ones that'll just be, I figure we could read it. Because I always have fucking people who submit it to us and stuff like, hey, I'd really like you to read our story, my story on air if you can. I'd be like, oh, well, I want to.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start doing that. That'll be fun. And then, we could also have special episodes, but, inebriated reading challenges, bookcast, fucking book of the month. We're going to do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just going to take a minute to get back to the normal swing of things.
But as far as weekly episodes, we haven't missed a beat with that, which is good. I think the quality of the last couple episodes might have been kind of down because we were fucking obviously doing...
And we were also kind of trying to bank multiple episodes at a time for this, so it'd be a smoother transition.
Which is hard to keep up with current events when you're doing it that way, but now we'll be back to our normal format.
Especially with the way current events have been recently.
Always changing. Yeah, sometimes we sound stupid because we say something happened and then the opposite happens, like, a week later when the episode comes out and we're just looking fools. But if you want to check out our work, you can go to drunkenpenwriting.com. Which I'm an idiot because Ashley's actually posted a bunch of stuff on there that I've just not scheduled to publish. So that's my fault. Sorry, Ashley, if you're listening to this. I'll have to get back to him. You can check us out on Twitter. Give us a follow at drunkenpenwriting. We post stuff on there, which I'm also going to start getting back more into the social media game, the DPW social media game, as we talk about with Instagram and stuff, which is also drunkenpenwriting. And Facebook, same name. You have any ideas for us, you can shoot us an email. We have a contact page on the website. You can DM us on any of the social media. Whatever you want to do. And again, if you want to send gross pictures to Spencer, feel free to find his... he does follow the DPW account, and the DPW account follows him if you want to find him, but I'm not going to give you his handle because I don't remember it. All right.
Neither do I.
And if you want to do the same to me, don't. Okay. Goodbye.